Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. If you're seeing the live chat, top links for Link Whisper, you should check it out. Consulting Calendly, that's me. SEOmastermind.org, that's me. Services on the way, chrispalmerseo.com. Okay. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. I have to be relatively quiet. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to be a little bit quiet here. Okay. And I'm going to put my microphone right here. And here's what we're going to do. Okay. Let me get this over here. All right. So in any case, my name is Chris Palmer. In today's link building tutorial, this special holiday edition link building SEO tutorial, I'd like to share with you how you can create Web 2.0 backlinks. More notably, what I'm going to be sharing with you is a way that you can get, find, and build on expired Tumblrs. So I want to walk you through the process so you can create and get these infinitely without having to consistently buy them. What's better about this is generally when scraping and finding these particular blogs, the people that sell them are not going to give up the TrustFlow 60s and 40s and 50s. I scraped some a long time ago and they still show up in my backlink profile. I created these years ago. So what I'm going to walk you through right now is I'm going to first lay out exactly what you'll need in order to do this consistently and effectively. Then what I'll do is I'll walk you through the process step by step so you can do it for yourself. So of course, I don't want to waste any time. Let's get into this special holiday edition link building tutorial, how you can create Web 2.0 backlinks. Let's get right into it. So the very first thing here is this. All right, you're going to need some tools. So what I use for this particular practice, and it's been a little bit since I did this, so I might be a little rusty. Usually you do this in batches, but what I utilize is a tool called scrapebox. Now, scrapebox isn't a fabulous tool. If you've never heard of it, please go check it out. I'm not here to talk about scrapebox. I just want to get to the tutorial, but I'm going to walk you through that right now. So over here to the left-hand side is your harvester, URLs harvested, comment poster, and then the proxy. So the first thing you'll want to do is we have to get our proxies and load them in. Now, if you do not have access to shared or private IPv4 proxies, then you want to utilize free proxies. So this tutorial is accessible to everyone. What I will go ahead and do is utilize free proxies. However, 9 times out of 10, I'm usually going to use a residential rotating proxy, or I like shared proxies for these types of services. I'm not promoted, or I'm not promoting these guys, but I usually use Blazing SEO proxies. Okay. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that, but you can check them out. They have great resource for a fair price. If you're looking for proxies that are IPv4 or shared for this type of service, another service that I use is hide.my. Again, this is a holiday edition. Usually I don't shout out stuff that I use, but hide.my is a service. It's a proxy list. All right. So they do the scraping, they do the finding, they get the elites, the HTTPs, they take care of all the work. And then it's updated, I believe, every hour. And they give you about 15,000 fresh proxies. They have API access. Phenomenal tool. All right. So again, this is a special holiday edition link building tutorial. So I want to give as much as I can because I'm in the holiday spirit. All right. So in any case, what we're going to do first is down here in the left-hand corner, there is a proxy harvester. So what we will need to do first is clear these proxies out. We're going to say yes. We're going to come in here and go to manage. A new box will pop up. This is the proxy manager. what we want to do is we want to just come inside of here, and we're just going to harvest some proxies. Now, you can load in your own sources. It's been a while since I've updated my sources, but I assume that some of them still work. So we're just going to go ahead and fire this in there and see what we get back. Okay. So it's looking like we got some, so we're just going to stop it now, and we will wait. Okay. All right, now it looks like we have a few of these sources are still working, so that's good. I'm assuming the ones up here are probably ones I've loaded in a long time ago. Like this one. I forget which ones I loaded in here, but what we want to do is we want to append to the proxy manager list. So append to the proxy manager list. Load. Wait, no, we want to save proxies. Save all to clipboard, save all to file, save all to proxy list. There it is. So we want to, after we do our harvest, we want to go to save and then save all to proxy list. Okay, again, it's been a little bit since I've been in here, but it's relatively simple to use. It's coming back to me. So in any case, now that we have these inside of the proxy harvester, we know that we have a nice load in here that is going to be ready to utilize. The next thing that we will need to do is we're going to need to get a list, a word list. Now, if you're in the camp of need to have relevant, everything needs to be relevant, then I would suggest getting a highly relevant keyword list. For me, it's all about bulk, it's all about mass. So here's what I do. I have one not on this computer, but on my other computer, my actual work computer. This is like my PlayStation, like my play, like I play, not games, but I do like online work on here. I edit my videos if I'm going to edit them, and I do all my like messing around on this computer. My actual work is done on a separate machine, where I don't do any frivolous things. That's the computer I log into my bank accounts and stuff. Like, I keep these things separate. But in any case, and I highly suggest that to you as well. Just something I've learned over time. But what we're looking for is there's a prominent list out there. So you're looking for a 10,000 word list English. Okay, whatever language you use. Again, if you want something niche, you can go and find it. But as you can see here, I knew that this was out there because I've used it a lot of times. So what we're looking for is you can use this. Look at 10,000 word list from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So we're going to go inside of here. We're going to start at the bottom instead of the top, as if anyone else is using this. I'm sure they start at the top. So I like to get the strange things. Plus, we're looking for blogs that were previously owned, perhaps, especially like with letters like V and Y and W, like weird words. What we're looking for is any variation and possibly something that was utilized in Chinese markets, right? We're looking for something that was previously, and when I'm talking about looking for something, I'm looking for Tumblr blogs that were potentially utilized and already abused, hit with a lot of links. I'm looking for some flow. I'm looking for some trust flow. I'm looking for a high-powered Tumblr, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to grab some of these words, okay? We're going to copy them. We're going to bring them over here to our tool, okay? And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and just load this in here. Boop. Then we're going to go up here to the harvester, and you're going to type Tumblr. I probably have it in here saved. All right, custom footprint platforms. Let's see if they have something in here for me. No? Okay, that's perfectly fine. I have a funny feeling it's like site colon, oops. I think it's like this, site colon, whoops, this is old stuff. Site colon, .com. All right, let me just make sure there's no www. All right, so this is probably what we want to do. we probably want to just go ahead and grab this right here. We're going to go into our tool now. And we're going to go ahead and just put that in here. And then just in case, we're going to go comma. And then we're going to type tumblr.com. Okay. And then just one more, we're going to type https://www.tumblr.com. Then we're going to do one more. We're going to go https://tumblr.com. Okay, so now we have our proxies in here. We want to use our proxies. We want our harvester and keywords. We have our keywords inside of here. We're utilizing our custom footprint, which is going to be Tumblr. We have our proxies. We have our word list. We have our harvester. And then what we need to do is, if you have just got this particular platform, okay, this particular tool, what we need is some add-ons. Okay, so what we want to do is you're going to need two things. One of them is scrapebox alive check. So make sure if you don't have that add-on yet, get it. So we want to do the alive check. And then the other one that we want is, let me just look at these again. It's been a little bit. What's it called? It's like I gotta check the names. Let me think here. I forget what it's called. Give me a second. Once I see it, I'll remember. So I know that I need that one. I know I want to check if they're alive. So that's like, are they taken already? Kind of. Or vice versa. Vanity name checker. That's the other one. Vanity name checker and a live check. That's what you need. Okay, so make sure you have those. I have them all. I also have all the premium ones too. I used to use this a lot more, but lately I've been using more web-based platforms. So as far as this is concerned, so what this is you have your options of which basically which search engines to utilize. Okay, so what I like to use and where I generally get a lot of my results from is select none. Okay, we're going to do Google, but I think I find a lot of them on Yahoo. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all. And we're just going to go out there and figure out which one's running. It's been a little bit since I did this, so it might have changed. So use server proxies, open proxy manager, select auto load proxy. So use proxies. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start this process, and we're going to start scraping in these tumblers. Okay. Now I just want to get a few so then I can show you the next steps. All right, so let's come on over here. This should run a little faster than this. I might be forced to go get some better proxies. So this is something that happens when you're utilizing free proxies, for sure. But it generally should start clicking. I'm actually quite surprised by this. So here, we'll go ahead and go inside of here. We're using the proxies. I'm not sure why this is taking so long. I mean, I put in a big list. So okay, it stopped it. Did it pull anything? No. Okay. So here's what we want to do. We're going to go back. Okay. And then what I want to do here is I want to go to proxies, open proxy manager. Grab appended proxies, local file, harvest proxies, test proxies. I don't care about that. All right, so that we got that. Oh, connections. Okay, so proxy manager, proxy harvester. All right, so I think we're doing pretty good here. So there's the harvester. Proxy manager, we'll crank that up some. We'll go to OK, configuration, custom test, try to detect. Okay. Close that out. And then what we're going to do is go to connections. Okay, so that's good. All right, so I think we should be pretty darn good as long as we use them fast, right? So we have those over here. Okay, we can close this out. I really want to say that it's like Bing, Yahoo, Ask. It's not all of these. Deeper web, web crawler maybe. We'll try Google too, but we don't generally want to use all of them. But let's make sure we have them. Use proxies. All right, so let's fire this up and see if we could get something rolling here. If I need to, I'll go back in and modify, but we're going to let that run for a while. And then in the meantime, I'll go ahead and walk through the process, because if it takes too long and it makes too long of a video, what I'll do is I'll start walking through right now exactly what you're going to do. So once this is done, all right, once you're successful, if this doesn't start clicking soon, I'll go get some proxies quick. But what we're going to do is all the URLs, all of the Tumblrs that are found on the search engines, all of them are you're going to find them all inside of here, which is the URLs that are harvested. Okay. So the next element that we're going to need to do here is this. Once we find all these, the next element is we want to come over here and you actually want to trim, okay? Trim, the first thing is remove all duplicates. The next element is going to be, once you remove all the duplicates, then you're going to come over here and you're going to go to a live check. Once that alive check is done, then you're going to go to the Vanity name checker. Once you do those two processes, you're going to have a clean list. You're going to know if the URL is still there, and then the Vanity name checker is basically going to tell you, hey, this is available or not. Then you're going to have your master list. The next thing after that is once you have that list, then we have to go and check. We'll put it into a tool. We'll run it through the tool, and we'll figure out what the trust flow and the citation flow is, or whatever metric you want. DR, UR, trust flow, citation flow. You want to use DAPA, whatever you want, right? But we'll run that through a checker to check all of it, and then we're going to pick out anything that's, I'm looking for trust flow 40 or better, right? So if I can get anything that's trust flow 40 or better, or like DA 60 or something, I'll keep it. I'll go right out there and create it, build it. And then sometimes too, after you do all this work, you might not get lucky, but that is the process. It's really that easy. And this same process, with some varying degrees of ease, can be done on Weebly. It could be done on Tumblr. It could be done on, I don't think Patch, but there's another one too. I forget the name of it, but if you go looking for expired Web 2.0 sites where you can re-register old ones and they keep their age or whatnot, what you'll come to find is a nice little list. I think there's 4 or 5 properties that I know of off the top of my head that you can do this on. So I hope that you found this to be helpful. I'm hoping that this comes in here fast. Okay, it looks like we're finding some. So Bing is the big winner. All right. So this is running. And note, we have a junky proxy set. All right. So we're having a lot of errors here. We've harvested in 89. We're going to wait till this goes up just a little bit more. We're only 7% done, and it's already found 90. Now, this isn't 90 winners. This is just 90 total. So what I'll do is I'll wait for this a little bit longer so I can walk you through the process step by step instead of just explanation. But again, you can drastically speed this up by plugging in a shared proxy or a dedicated IPv4 proxies. Like it'll go very fast, a lot faster. So it's really as easy as that. And what I really like about this tool, just so I can let you know, the guy that created this, man, he's a nice guy. And what's really cool is if you go look, and there's a magnitude of discounts out there. I don't have an affiliate code or anything. I know he has a program, but dude, there's so many coupons out there. You can actually end up getting this tool a lot of times for 78 bucks. So, and then between you and me, I paid for this one. As you can see, it's registered to me. But if you go looking, you can get this tool, not the newest version, obviously, but if you go looking, I'm sure you could find this tool readily available out there in demo mode. You know, so that's up to you if you want to put that on your machine or not. That's, you know, that's up to you. But this one, as you can see in the right-hand corner, registered and activated for Chris Palmer. You know, this tool's worth buying. In any case, I like it. I think it's cool. I've been using this tool since 2015, probably, maybe 14. So 14, 15, about 7 years. Yeah, that sounds about right. About 7 years now. I've had multiple licenses throughout my life. Maybe the next one that we'll do is I ran a test. I'll go out and check and see the indexation. Maybe we'll do that together briefly. I actually bought another tool. Let's do that. It's a Christmas special. I want to check the indexation for my testing group. So what I'll do here at www.seomastermind.org, but I was going to test, I was testing out Money Robot. So what I would like to do is check the indexation rate. We can do that live together while we're waiting, or better yet, let's finish one project and then we'll move on to another. I do that quite often. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this and I'll run through the motions. I highly doubt we're going to find something out of 100. Usually the amount that you want harvested is in the 1,000 range. Okay. So you can generally find quite a few if you have 1,000, but finding them that are potent is a whole nother ball game. You know, so usually these are grabbed up already. All right, so once you're inside of here, all right, we have our list. Bing. Well, here, let's go here. We'll go to export. Here's what I want to do. Is this going to let me click on this? I forget. Because I think what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to clean that. And we're going to try it one more time. Proxies enabled. All right, so this should actually append by itself, I believe. So here, let's close that. Okay, it does. Okay. As I'm looking for the append button, and then I'm thinking, no, I think it appends by itself, actually. All right, so now that we have these, so let me take a look at this quick. Very dirty. Ah. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just come over here and go tumblr.com, and I'm just gonna see if that works any better. But here's what we'll do. We're gonna take this list and we're gonna trim. No, remove filter, remove duplicate URLs. Okay, now we're gonna go Control A, We're going to copy this. Copy all URLs to clipboard. We're going to just pop this open. Okay, now I'm just trying something here, quick, clear. I have a funny feeling. Okay, let's go to scrape. Transfer URLs. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just see if that goes a little faster. So we're gonna let that go for a second. I just want to see if it goes a little bit faster. I'm assuming probably not because of the proxies. Here, how about this? It says keywords with URLs are saved as proxies are enabled. Okay. Here, let's go out and have some fun. Here, I'll show you the difference since we're here. Let me think. Oh, here. So these are from 11. Here we go. I don't know when this is from. I usually date them. All right, so we're already grabbing some. We got 10 from there. So we're at 1%. We already got 40. So this is running way better. So let's let that fly. So I probably didn't have to type in all that stuff. That's my mistake. Can't win them all. Yeah, I can't be, I forget, there's a lot of little tools that I use. It's, keeping track of all these little nuances. It's very, man, yeah, that was faster. I'm at 2% and I already got the same amount. So that's where I probably messed up. Well, once I saw the output, I realized that, I probably didn't need to add those. I was unsure about that. That's why I stuck them in there. I knew it was site colon something, but I wasn't sure the structure, the parameters to put in. But we figured it out together, and it was fun. My goal is to show you how to grab these things, right? So, I'll polish the video off later. Like I'll polish the section out. I usually go back and clean them. So we have far more, without a doubt. We're still throwing a lot of errors, but we're able to get quite a few more here. We have 150 where before we had, 89, and we were at 7%. So we have far more. Speaking of far more, that is a pharmacy in Florida. I don't know if they went out of business, but let's see if there's anybody here. If there is, I'd like to welcome you and say hello. Uma says, good morning, Chris. Good morning to you. Good to see you. Jeff says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Jeff. Great to see you. From Manila, look super calm today. Yeah, it's Christmas, and actually what's really stinks is Little Chris Bear is what I call him. Little Chris Bear. Little Chris Bear has a little bit of a fever. He's coughing. So, we woke up and we did the gift thing. We were getting the gifts wrapped up. And he was coughing and stuff, so I couldn't sleep. So, I walked across the street and I went, here. So here we are. But yeah, great to see you though. Eddie D says, Merry Christmas, Chris. You are the GOAT of SEO. Salute back to you, my friend. Great to have you. Good to see you. Fair play. Merry Christmas, balloons. Merry Christmas to you, that mom with the hair. Merry Christmas, that mom with the hair. CDD Proxy says, Happy Christmas, Chris. And the viewers, yes, Merry Christmas back to you. CDROP Boxy, yay. Good to see ya. Uma says, Chris, I want to check traffic for a new niche. Is there a way to check traffic and conversions percentage for a particular website? I want to check traffic for a new niche. Is there a way? So generally for checking traffic, what I do is this. So when I want to check traffic, just to answer your question, Uma. So here's what I do, and you can choose whatever tool you want. And yes, I have SEMrush, but here let's do it. Let's go into Ahrefs for fun. Okay. I usually don't use Ahrefs, so I'm not well aware. So let's find somebody. So let's say we're targeting New York SEO. All right. So, and say we want to know what kind of traffic volumes this guy's getting and for what keywords, right? Because we want to start siphoning traffic from this particular person. So what we'll do is we'll do a brief search. Now, I'm sure the layout's a little bit different than SEMrush, so bear with me on this part. But I am aware that Ahrefs probably spends far more marketing dollars. All right, so let's come down into here. Bear with me. I'm not a user, but I assume it's going to be under organic keywords. Once we can see the organic keywords, okay, it's a two-part series. There might be an easier way. This is how I do it. You asked me how I do it. This is what I do, and I do the same thing inside of SEMrush. So I can see that this says India, so I'm not in India. I'm actually in the United States. Forgot my gum. Darn it. All right. So what I usually look at first is well, I have to go over here first. Because what I need to know is the overall traffic for the domain. So once I know what the overall traffic is for the domain, okay. So if I can see, okay, where does it say it in here? Very interesting. Let's go down here. Shows how much I use Ahrefs. All right, dude, I'm going to SEMrush. I can't stand Ahrefs. I dislike it immensely. All right, here's SEMrush.com. Dude, we got to go in here. Let me see here. Here, let's log out of this one. I got a different account. So log in. Yeah, this one here. Wrong password. Bear with me here. I mean, there can only be so many. All right, I forgot it. Gmail. Let's go over here. Wait, am I in the right account? Yeah, okay. Stick with me, stick with me. And we're waiting for the thing to run anyway. Backlink service, how are you? Who's this? Oh, this is my guy. Okay. So, SEMrush, is that a promotion? Where's the new one at? Didn't I just send a request? I could have swore I just did. Oh, send me the reset link. Okay. Okay, here we go. Reset the password. Let's get in there. I'm waiting for scrapebox, so bear with me. I hate to use the group by when I'm purchasing this particular tool. I just switched it over from that particular email to the new email, so I'm assuming, let's go in here and see if they updated me. Subscription. Okay. Yeah, so we're back up and running. All right, so let's go in here to SEMrush. Definitely the premier tool. I loathe I'm not an Ahrefs fan. Not to disparage against any tools. I'm not. But this is what I do. So let's rewind. So what I do is I come in here and I'll figure out, okay, here's the domain. And why I like SEMrush is I can come over here to my organic research and I can figure out that this domain is getting, it says it clear as day. Maybe Ahrefs does too, but it's not easy for me because this is what I use. So we can see that the traffic overall is 2.5. So if we know that the traffic is 2.5, when I'm trying to figure out the overall traffic, we can see here what the traffic percentage is per keyword, right? So when I'm trying to determine how much traffic they're getting for a specific keyword, I'm just taking the overall volume, 2.5 thousand, and I can see that 53% of their traffic is derived from New York SEO. 35% of their traffic is New York SEO company. So if it's 35, it's pretty easy. It's 2,500 minus 35%. Brings me to 875 visitors per month based on this specific keyword. So that's what I do. That's how I figure it out. And it's as easy as that. When we're trying to determine, the, say, Google My Business, this is relatively difficult, but the equation for me is when you're inside of your insights, you can generally gauge, depending on where they are, based on the traffic and the keywords that they're receiving, and then look at the top performers and then pretty much gauge, okay, how much traffic is coming from Google My Business for the top performer, right? You're trying to come up with a percentage the same exact way. So, it's definitely a roundabout. It's not an exact figure, of course, but that's how I do it, and hopefully that helps you out. All right, Ahrefs, you're out of here because you don't work how I want you to. Well, you don't work like SEMrush. So you don't work how I want you to. Oh, it's funny. All right, so let's see how we're doing over here on scrapebox, but I want to make sure I get to everybody. Chris, I want to check traffic for a new niche. Is there a way to check traffic and conversion percentage for, conversion percentage? That's a tricky one. I think it's going to be, I mean, you can go, for me, I would just guess the overall, what's the industry standard for conversion, right? So like whatever the niche is, like electronic website conversion percentage. Probably spelled that wrong. All right, so it's looking like about 3%, and I think that's the overall. Global website conversion is 4.3. So let's say that your site's doing good. Let's just say, the national standard is somewhere in the range of 2 to 4%. Let's just say. And if your website is getting for that particular keyword, let's I think it was like 875 minus 4%, we would roughly say that 35 of those visitors might convert by the end of the month. They might. I don't know though. So I would probably use something like that unless I knew the niche. Then I would say, oh man, these sites are converting at 10% or 15% or so. There might be a much better way. But with that being said, that's my best take on it, my friend. Good morning. Hey, William, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Take notes, people. Good to see you. Good to see you. Uma says thanks. Chris, hey, Merry Christmas, one and all. May you all be blessed with traffic and melt service coming in. Thank you, Pop. All right, so let's just come over here quick. We have a much larger list. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this list briefly. And I will I'll show you guys what to do with it, all right? And then I'm going to log off, call it a day, all right? I wanted to keep this short and brief. All right, so we're at 40. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So now what we're going to do is, so it looks like we got this. All right, export 0 for all engines, export all. So wait, are they all for the same exact types? Harvested keyword statistics. Okay, well that's nice to know. Thanks, appreciate you. I think we can go to close. It appends by itself. All right, so here's what we want to do. What we're going to want to do here. All right, so remove duplicate domains. Once you remove your duplicate domains, there's probably some nonsense inside of here. I would venture to guess. I would guarantee it actually. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go to Tools, Add-ons, and I believe the order of process is, let me just double check here, a live check. So there's a live check, and what's the other one? Vanity name. Okay, so what we're going to do first is do the live checker. So first is a live check. So we're going to import from the harvester, and then we're going to start. Okay. So it could be running the errors due to the proxy that's being utilized. But I could also be wrong. All right. So once we run this initial check, now some of these obviously are going to be useless. Yeah, I think it's going to be a proxy issue on this deal. These are free. We're going to have to throw them in, but I don't think I have any new ones at this present moment. These are relatively old. Here, we can throw these in though quick. Here, copy. Let's get rid of these. I don't know how good these are. But here, we'll go in here to clear. Yes. And what we'll do is this, and then add proxies from clipboard. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to go to our add-ons. The next piece is going to be a live check. They might be better. It's hard for me to say. They're definitely not new. Air tries. Man, my little guy's got a fever. Load URLs from harvester. And then setup. 2.3 and 3.02. Okay. So threads, what we're going to do is we're going to run at 120. Follow redirects. Yeah, you could follow the redirects. And what we're going to do is we're going to fire this baby up. So it was a proxy issue. See, that's the difference. Did you see how fast that was? What a difference. And those are proxies. Like, I don't even recall where I got those. They're probably fresh because they're on my machine. I update that file periodically, depending on what I'm doing. But these are alive. So look how fast it ran those. Jeez, that's ridiculous. So I guess those proxies are good. All right, so what we want to do here is we then want to, let me think to myself. I think what I want to do here is I want to export these. I want to save all alive records, save all alive records to scrapebox harvester. Okay, so these are the alives, right? They're all clean now, right? Okay, now the next thing that we need to do here is we want to, wait, let me just, so I don't forget, we're going to go here and we're going to, let me see here, copy all URLs to clipboard, but I think I need to trim to root. Yeah, trim to root. Okay, so now that I've trimmed to root, the next thing that we have to do is we need to go up here to our add-ons, and then we got to check and see if they're still good, right? So the one that you want to use is the Vanity name checker. So here, then we're going to run it through this. All right. Stick with me. I got you guys. All right. So the Vanity name checker is this. So we want to load from the harvester. So here's our list. We don't want this one. These ones are probably good to go, but I doubt that they're there. So why waste resource? Okay, so this is the Vanity name checker. And then what we got to do is, let me come in here to the settings. So connections, you want to crank that up. Timeouts are 10. Platform delay. Well, I'm using proxy, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So now we're running faster. And then what we want to do is we want to check these. So let's come inside of here. And we're going to run a brief check here. So now we're checking to see if... All right, so see how this one says taken? All right, so we're looking for winners here. So it could be, again, like I mentioned before, it's probably a proxy issue. All right, so taken. So it'll say, I think it says available if it's good, but I could be wrong. And if we don't get any availables, this is normal. I think we started with, what, 200? Usually when you get a couple hits, you have 1,000 or 2 or 8,000. You'll have several thousand. Remember, I did this relatively quickly just to show you the process, okay? So a lot of these are taken. We're looking for available. I think it says available. It might say open or something. I'm not sure. I forget, to be honest with you. It's been a minute since I did this. Lately, I've been just buying them. But I'm looking for better ones because, again, the ones that are available out in the marketplace are nowhere near as potent. Most people are going to keep the Trust Flow 60s and like the super strong ones for themselves, you know? And then they'll sell like, you know, the DA 30s, the DA 20s, the DA 40s. They'll sell those. And then the DA 60s and 70s, they're going to keep those, you know? So, because it makes sense. If I do a scrape and I bring in 100 of them and 10 of them are Trust or DA 40 or better, I'm going to keep those 10 and I'll sell the rest. You know, then I made my money for my time and then I got to retain a high quality product. And then I was able to sell a decent product, but it's not as good as what I'm going to keep for myself, obviously. Because if we go looking, let's just go take a look. I mean, what are these going for? So if I'm looking for high DA Tumblr accounts, let's see what going rate is nowadays. I know where I buy them, which I'm not going to necessarily go out. But this guy's selling posts, but I want accounts, right? So here we go. Here's a guy on Pinterest that's allegedly here's a tool that does it, but Scrapebox does it. So here we go. PA40 rare. Ranker's Paradise is selling PA40s. I had no idea who this is. I'm just curious. So this guy's giving them up. Registered expired Tumblr blogs. PA40s. PA40s, 40s, I guess. So he's selling 40s, like I mentioned. Like the strong ones are probably gonna keep. So Tumblr's, and he wants $80. So 20 of them for $80. That's madness. That's way too much. So in any case, that's neither here nor there. But a long time ago, when I was utilizing this, I got one. Let me see if it's still out there. Chris Palmer SEO Tumblr. I'll show you one that I went out and built. Let's come inside of here. It's like Iroxa or something like that. Iroxa. So that's probably my regular one. I'm just looking. Here, let's search real fast here. I'll show you one that I got. And what I probably did like 2 posts on it. This was a while back. So here we go. We're going to look for Control F. So here's Miss Parka. So this is one from way back when. So this is one from back in the day when I was doing IG. So this is one of them. Let's see what this one was. This is one that I went out and bought. I actually scraped this one. Instagram tool. I was selling a tool. I don't know when this was. Let's see. It's just funny. It's fun to see old stuff, you know? Laugh out loud. I was just talking to myself. This is probably mine. Miss Parka. So I went in there, created this, and then I created some posts. But what you want to do is you want to get in here and edit the theme, which I didn't find any. I could show you that, but this is the Dewey right here. This is how you get the do follow. right here. And then I went in and I took the time. I got a young woman's photo. I threw it in there. I did the Instagram, and then I made this piece here. But I have a better one. It's like iCorona or something like that. It's a pretty good one. It's pretty darn good. But in any case, I guess that's neither here nor there, right? But this is one of them. Let's go see what it is. Or does this tell me? Here, let's look at Moz, because that I saw that's what they're looking at. So here, I'll go into this tool. We're just gonna look at one that's previously. This one's indexed still. I built this long ago, and this one was expired. Let's see what the DR is. I'm just curious. So let's just throw this in there and see what it is. No data. There's no data on this, Chris. We're not sure. We are unsure what this is. It looks like it's a no data. I find that hard to believe. A Tumblr blog with no data. Well, let's come on over here and let's see if we have it in here. But here, I'll show you this too. Here, if you search Chris Palmer Marketing, I have one. I'll show you the good one that I know that's good. If I look at my backlinks, I think it's probably up in one of my stronger links. I built it again a long time ago. Let's see here. I'm just curious. I probably build a lot of them, actually. I just want to show you what I was looking for, what I'm looking for. Referring domains. Okay, backlinks. Is that how I have to search it? Nothing? I find that hard to believe. I have none? I find that very hard to believe. I don't believe you. Let's search our 80s to 90s. That's a Harvard. 70 to 80. Site Jabber Duke. Okay. 60 to 70. None, yeah. 50 to 60. Boy, oh boy, I know I have it. I'm curious now. I want to know. I need to know. Jeez Louise. Very interesting, follow. I'm just I need to know now what it is. I think it's like Irvana or something like that. Man, I'm just dying to know. Oh well. I guess man. Boy, oh boy. It's just gonna drive me completely insane. It's there. Trust me. It's there. Don't you guys worry, guys and gals. But in any case, let's come back over here and see. Did I see any? I'm just going to double check. So taken. Let's see if there's any in here. Well, here, how about this? Let's go to export, all available. Well, let's go to the desktop. Yeah, this PC. Save. Okay, let's go over here. What did I call it? I just did like a slap of letters. Here it is. Is there any here? Ooh. Okay. So I exported. Let's pretend that all of these are available. I think I might have pushed the wrong button, but let's say that they are. Okay. Here's the next step. Okay. The next step is this. When you grab this, let's say that, okay, this is a list of all available. The next step of this is going to be, what I do is I'm looking for something like this. I go to google.com and then I'm looking for a bulk Moz DA checker, right? Or you can use whatever you want. Okay. So usually they let you do about 20 of them at a clip. Okay. So not this one. Okay. Domain authority, the Hoth. No, I want a bulkchecker.com. Sounds like it would work. So here we go. So we have domain authority, page authority, Moz rank, backlinks, Alexa. Okay. So here's what we want. We don't want it to be doing too much. We'll grab our list, and then I just literally check it. I just come over here to a tool like this, or I might have a Moz key or an API key built into scrapebox, but I don't recall. But this way you can do it yourself. It's quite easy. And then we're looking for hitters. We're looking for high page authority score is what we're looking for. So this is a 49. This is pretty good. DAs are, we're looking for that page, you know. We're looking, oh, this is a good one right here. A 56, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's got potential. How many does it? Oh, this is only 5. Okay. I want one that's going to let me do about 20. How many does this one let me do? Check. So let's go and see here. I'm just curious. This one only gives you 3? Jeez. You're gonna give me 3. That's how you feel? So in any case, you get the objective here. Once that's done, all right, so let's say we found those that were pretty good. I think I saw one that was a 56. That might be worthwhile, but you can get higher. You can get higher. You can get into the 70s, the 80s. You know, they get really strong. Like, you can find some really good top-notch ones. So I know there's one out there. It's like bulk Moz DA PA checker. Check 100 URLs. Paste up the 500. Paste up the 10. Wait. To use paste up the 500. This one says 500. This says 10. All right, let's check 10. Check authority. Oh my gosh, you're a freak. So where's it at? Okay. So let's just grab one. So all you got to do next is this. All right, I'm going to have to edit all this out. The next piece that you want to do is go to tumblr.com. And then when you go to sign up, username is your email is your email, your password's your password, but what you're going to use is that blog name. The blog name that you know is alive, checked, and has a high DA. When you come over here to Tumblr, your blog name is this blog name here. Why? Because we know that we've checked it. We know it's expired. We know that it's alive. We did a vanity check, and we checked for a high DAPA trust flow score. So that's it. Merry Christmas. And then you can do this same process with Weebly's. You can do it with all of them. So if you want to go out and take a look, like best web 2.0s to find expired blogs. So this guy's selling, I don't even know. Scraping Web 2s and domains, tools of the trade. So, okay, or here, how about this? So, what's it called? There's a tool. What's it called? It's called, I just read it here. Oh, domain hunter gatherer. Okay, so domain hunter gatherer expired blog scraper. So this will give you the list. But I like to be able to do more than one thing, you know? So this guy is probably gonna tell us what platforms we can use. I would assume. No? Okay. I guess he doesn't. I thought he would. But I think what expired domains can expired domain hunter find? Okay. Okay. Tool descriptions. Web 2.0 Hunter. Oh, it brings me back to this page. Easily find Web 2.0s. Web 2.0s, but it doesn't tell me which ones. So that's really stupid. Well, I guess it's good because that's what I'm looking for. I want to know. If you want to see more videos about it, go here. Okay, I will. Find Web 2.0 accounts with backlinks. Okay. So I'm assuming you'd be able to find the best working list. Like if they've worked it into a tool where you can pay who knows how much monthly, I have no clue, and click a button, then if they can program it into a tool to do it automatically and then you pay monthly, then I could plug it in to my tool and do it infinitely for basically free once you have the tool for 79 bucks. Done deal, you know? So for me it's all about you know, time value money. What's another thing here? I'll give you guys one more thing as a Merry Christmas gift. There's a tool out there. People ask me all the time. It's called Page Submit Magic. No, it's Magic Page Submitter. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Oh, I'm sorry. Autofill Magic. It's a black screen. This tool's fire. It used to be. Here, let's log in. I'll show you what you can do with it. If you guys never saw this before, I don't know how long it's been since go to the site list. I don't know if it's still updated, but this will let you just create all these web 20s. Like, it's crazy, dude. I don't know if it's still being updated. The last campaign, let's see if I still have it in here. Oh, there it is. That's it shows you 173 sites. And what it does is you have to stand here and like do it, but you fill out all the forms and then you just click on the button and it takes you to the site and it does all of it for you. Like it just fills everything. It's pretty cool, man. It's really cool. So it's been a pleasure. As always, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I had a lot of fun tonight, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. I hope that everyone has a great holiday. It's been more than a pleasure. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you have a great day with your family. Hopefully I will too. Hopefully little Chris is feeling good. Many blessings, many, many blessings. Let me take a look here. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Poland says, welcome. Typerwave Vapor. Good to see you. Any reason you don't use Domain Hunter Gatherer? Because I own scrapebox. I'm a fan of scrapebox. Let's take a look. The real reason, I guess, Hunter, Domain Hunter Gatherer. Okay, let's just take a look here quick. At the time, the reason was probably easy. It was probably because, so the Web 2.0 one is $30 a month, right? And then if you want the Pro one, it's $110 a month. Scrapebox, and that's every single month. Every month, you got to come off that. Scrapebox, on the other hand, is, let's say, get started, $97. And then there's discounts. Like, you can get discounts. You can get it even cheaper than this. And this is one time, one fee, one time. So really it's, for me, the reason why is because within here, I can do everything. And then like when I want something like a premium, like if I want to scrape domains, I bought the add-on, and it's what, these are the tools that I use on a daily basis. So like Yellow Pages, Domain Finder, the expired domain finder, email scraper. Like I use this tool quite consistently. I like Scrapebox a lot. It's a good tool, and like when you're looking at price versus what it does, it's really, you can't beat it. There's a lot of cloud platforms out there now that can beat it, but still it's so cheap. So that's pretty much the reason. I think it's a money in value. Plus, I was already using Scrapebox, so I just kept using it. So that's probably it right there. It was, at the time, I wanted something that would work, that was cheap, and I've just used it ever since. So I guess that's the real reason, William. Price. I hate monthly bills. I have enough, So how to improve ranking for already posted blogs. So improving ranking is first going to start with look at your technical side, make sure that you're equal, okay, as far as speed. The next aspect would be looking at on-page first. So I would take a look at on-page, and the first thing that I would do is freshen up the website, increase the amount of internal links, and then the next thing I would do is I would go out, whatever you can afford, and buy one or two of the best links that you can afford and point it in to that page. By doing this, you'll drastically increase the rankings. Merry Christmas, how to find expired domain freely. So that, expired domain. So finding expired domains freely is expireddomains.net. So when you go over here to expired domains, you have to log in, get an account. So I have an account. And what you do is you come inside of here, and what you're looking for is, you're not looking for deleted. Here's what you're looking for. You come inside of here. Give me 1 second. You go in here. Let me just look. Okay, everything is good to go. And we're looking for this right here, pending delete. So pending delete, and then what we want to search for is, you want to look at backlinks. So then you click at this, right? Then you can sort by backlinks, or you can sort by Alexa rank. And then these are about to be deleted, okay? So these are the ones that you really want to look at before they hit. You want to have your eyes on them, and then go over to your site and and put your bid in. Like, you're going to pay a premium for a drop catch, but these are the domains that you want to grab. So do your due diligence, do your searches, do your checks, and before they're deleted. That's my best recommendation, and this is how you do it for free. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hit the road. How to find, so that takes care of that. Let me make sure I got everybody here. Tumblrs, Merry Christmas. Little Chris gets better. Me too, Uma. Thank you. Yeah, he just has a little fever, a little cough. We're pumping him full of liquids. So thank you all so much. Thank you for your time. Merry Christmas. I hope you have an excellent day. Enjoy your families. Enjoy your day. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all. Good night.